everybody, the video clips that I just showed you are from a very unlikely location. In fact, it was so unlikely that the whole experience was surreal. This one was way south. This was on Rainbow, almost to Blue Diamond. This is a small shopping center just south of Wigwam on Rainbow. There's a liquor store, a Dottie's, and then this, Shoku Izakaya. A Japanese izakaya, which is kind of like tapas. I've done many videos on izakayas. This place is open from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. I had no idea what to expect from a Japanese restaurant in this area of town. This was a pretty cool looking place. I felt like I was transported from the desert of Las Vegas to Japan. This place wasn't extremely large, it was pretty cozy, but then most izakayas aren't. A lot of them are neighborhood establishments, and that's exactly what I found this place to be. A neighborhood establishment. They had your daily specials listed on a neon board, and this place seemed very inviting from the beginning. And they had your bar seating with your TV screens and a wide selection of channels. Izakayas are primarily drinking establishments, and they do have your variety of sakes and beer, and even the Korean soju. Let's explore some of the dishes. I got the smoked salmon with arugula and ricotta cheese. This kind of reminded me of lox. It had capers, tomatoes, in a light, some kind of a oil dressing. This was really good. Surprising. I didn't expect to find something like this. For those of you who like lox or smoked salmon with capers and cheese, this is really good. This being an izakaya, you don't have to have a traditional meal, starting with the salad, entree, finishing with the dessert. This place is gonna have whatever your heart desires. Drinking establishment where you drink and ordering all kinds of tapas, whatever you're in the mood for. This is the chicken karaage. These are little chunks of chicken, deep fried, lightly marinated, and the batter is pretty light as well. Traditionally served with shredded cabbage, this is a delightful alternative to your traditional wings. By the way, their signature chicken wings are incredible here. I lost the footage for the chicken wings, so I'm just gonna show you the karaage. This is perfect when you want a basic fried chicken without overpowering sauces getting in the way. Sometimes this is a nice contrast to the bold flavors of the signature wings here. And a surprise dish here at this place, which became one of my favorites, the potato casserole. This is not something you would expect to find in a Japanese restaurant. So I was wondering, how is it gonna taste? The scalloped potatoes, the cheese, it had little chunks of smoked ham, and the seasoning over the top. This was incredible. I loved this dish. It was so comforting on a night like this, and so welcoming. I didn't expect to find a potato dish. They also have French fries at this place. This potato dish also had little bits of onions and corn. Seems like corn's included in a lot of Japanese dishes. This wasn't overly cheesy, but had a good amount of cheese. It had a good richness and the potatoes were soft. I switched over from chopsticks to a spoon because it was a little bit difficult with the chopsticks. The spoon gave me nice big mouthfuls of this wonderful potato dish. This was served with Tabasco sauce, and it wasn't by request. I gave it a try and found that the Tabasco sauce did go really good with this. Another surprise item on the menu, pizza toast. Are you kidding me? This is incredible. Sometimes I do feel like a slice of pizza, and I'm in the mood for pizza, so I tried out their pizza toast. I cut it up and the toast was crispy outside and soft inside. This also came with sliced onions and corn like the potato casserole, had little sliced hot dogs in here. The pizza sauce was a little jar-like. The cheese wasn't like true mozzarella, but it was still very good. Here we have another outstanding item I found at this place. This is their Tonkatsu, or their deep fried pork cutlet. The pork is usually the fillet or the loin, and it's breaded with a breading called panko. This is deep fried and comes out extremely crispy, and the way it's fried here, it retains the juiciness of the pork. This is served with shredded cabbage in the traditional style, and it comes with the tonkatsu sauce, which is kind of tangy and sweet. For me, the tonkatsu is an awesome fried dish that I crave, especially when they cook it perfectly. It comes out so hot, very crispy on the outside, moist and juicy on the inside with a delicious sauce. This was one of my favorite things here at this place as well. Lately, there's been a lot of talk about a very good tonkatsu place on Durango. I'm gonna have to check it out one of these days. But it can't be much better than this, because this was as close to perfection as I can think of. Incredibly satisfying. I highly recommend this dish. And to my delight, they also had cream pasta here. This is Udon Noodles. This is the ebi mentaiko cream udon. I love the Japanese cream pastas. This udon noodle is served in a creamy sauce with shrimp and mentaiko, which is an amazing flavor if you've never tried it. The udon noodles are a little bit softer than the al dente pasta that you might be used to with Italian pastas. It goes really good with the cream sauce and the shrimp and the toppings. This was a great dish. They also have croquets here. This is the crab cream croquet. If you don't know what a croquet is, it's similar to a dumpling. It consists of a thick binder like potato combined with the filling, and it's breaded on the outside and deep fried. This one was very creamy, very soft. It was amazing how the outside stayed so crispy, and it was topped with the tonkatsu type of a sauce. Here we have one of my favorites, grilled yellowtail collar. The collar is a really good part of the fish. It's very tender near the bone. Sorry, I don't have a price for this one, but I remember the price was very reasonable. The fish was cooked perfectly. If you overcook this, it gets tough. But this is the collar, so it's gonna be tender and moist. It's served with a citrusy sauce similar to ponzu with grated radish. If you liked grilled fish, you must try the yellowtail collar. It's super soft, very juicy and tender. The size of the dish may not look big, but there's actually quite a bit of meat in here. The collar is one of the fattiest parts of the fish, so it's going to be naturally juicy. The taste of the yellowtail collar is very subtle and clean. It's not going to be as tough as a swordfish steak or a mahi-mahi. This is going to be much more softer. The grilled yellowtail is often paired with a citrus type of a sauce. That's why ponzu is such a perfect match. The grilled yellowtail collar is not always available, in which case they do have other options like this, the salmon collar. Although many people desire the yellowtail collar more, the salmon collar actually has a little more fat according to many people, has less of a bone structure, and is also very, very good. The skin also comes out quite crispy and tasty. On days when the yellowtail collar isn't available, the salmon collar doesn't fall too much behind. This is a great grilled fish in addition to the yellowtail collar at this place. Now, as far as the regular dishes of an izakaya, they also have your traditional dishes, such as the fresh oysters. But with the difficulties with the supply chain, these may also not be available all the time. The oysters, when they are available, are really fresh, but I think it depends on the shipment as far as the size goes. But when available, the oysters are really good here and very fresh. For those of you who like sushi, they don't have rolls, but they do have sashimi, and they are very reasonably priced. And they also have a few desserts here. For details on the desserts and other items on the menu, check the link in my description below. This place has all kinds of things. I've had their ribeye steak and a bunch of other things that I didn't get to show on the video. I lost some of my footage. I was very pleasantly surprised at Shoku Izakaya. If you're ever in the very deep southwest part of town, you can try this place also. That's gonna do it for this one. We'll see you on the next video.